82 attack. I would tell you I'm here doing Slayer, which is technically true. But truthfully, the only reason I'm doing Slayer is because it's my daily. I have been doing a lot of fire making. I switched it up though. I was doing elder logs, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can turn those into money. Why am I burning my elder logs? You know what I mean? Like it didn't make sense. So I quit burning those, started burning maple. I'm actually out of, well, I shouldn't say I'm out of things to alch. I've got things to alch. I'm out of large stacks of items to alch. As you saw, we just did the clues, so that's got some alchables, but I obviously don't want to alch the fortune components. I had to even look to see what I need fortune components for. I really need to start augmenting things to actually train invention, because I know what's going to happen if I don't do that. Eventually there's going to come a time when invention's my lowest. Well, it already is one of my lowest, but there's going to come a time when invention's not only my lowest skill, but it's also going to be like the last thing I have to train. And I don't know. I just I don't know if that's the route we want to go. We could. Yeah. It's interesting though. I'm trying not to focus on this too much, but it is on my mind. Because I plan to not renew my membership. At least, like, I'm not renewing it immediately, and then I'm gonna kind of gauge, how much free time I have, how much free, money I have. The thing about the RuneScape membership, like, it's not just RuneScape membership going up. Like, everything's going up. YouTube Premium just went up. Food prices are up. Fast food prices are up. Gas prices are up. Like, everything's up. And my salary is not up by a lot. And I say it that way because I technically got a raise, but I got a raise, but then my health insurance cost doubled monthly. Well, which I guess is the same as doubling yearly, right? Since I'm just paying it double the, you know what I mean? So like my raise is just going to healthcare. So, this whole, like, be thankful for the raise. Well, it covers the healthcare costs. I don't know. Now, I'm not going around like I've heard some teachers, local teachers, going around saying, I got a pay decrease. Which they didn't. They just didn't get a raise. And so they're claiming it as a pay decrease, which is not technically what happened. But I do understand, like, hey, if your health insurance doubles, right? And then even if you do get a raise, I don't even think, I'd have to go back and do the math, but I truthfully don't think, like, I think I'm still making less, technically, than I made last year because of the health insurance cost. Not really sure. But that's why I just need to get a high paying job or a second job or something. So, and not only that, I've got a lot of expenses coming up. That are going to take priority to RuneScape. I just did my dailies as per usual. 84 defense. So that's cool. Just doing Steel Dragons. Courtesy of Fletch. Fletch told me to do them. He said they're easy, and they are. I don't know. I probably should have gone to Berthorpe to do them there instead. Because I don't have 90 agility to get in here. So I kind of had to, walk around the whole way. It just felt like it took forever. I don't think I'm going to finish the task tonight. Truthfully, I think I'm going to claim and go to bed. And 82 Slayer. So, yeah, 2552. Whatever the heck this is. The Gruffalo. I don't know. But there you have it. Anyways, have a good night. Hello. Been doing some fire making. Want to show you something. I don't think I mentioned this. I actually got 95 fire making yesterday. For some reason, I don't think I told you all that, though, when I got the defensive slayer level. I also got this guy yesterday. Bernie Sanders. So, inspect. Unlock. There we go. Bernie. Got 5 non-combat skilling pets. Yeah, that's cool. Also talked to Fletch. It's possible I have another member coming in, which would be cool. I'd imagine we'd kick a butts, because I think his total level is lower. Yeah, I'd imagine we'd kick up butts. But that'd be cool to have an active group again, or somewhat active. So yeah, gotta go Easter egg hunting and do my weeklies and dailies and all that. Blah blah. But fire making, it's taking me a little longer just because I'm doing maple logs, because they're cheap. I just get them from the kingdom, so it's like I don't really have to put much effort into getting them. I don't have to go cut them or anything, so that's what I've been doing. Just cutting down. Well, no, I've not been cutting down maple logs. I've just been burning maple logs. Check it out. 96 fire making. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. 1 million to go to 97. 2553. I got to relog for my dailies. I decided to put off the Herbie Werby and stuff to start AFKing on old school. Leagues is out on old school, so I was doing some leagues. But I do want to log out and do my dailies. You guys still doing your dailies every day? I feel like it's a necessity. I don't worry, I'm not gonna start complaining about them. I'm trying to be better about the complaining. I know some people that watch, mainly Twisted. Twisted's the only one that's I wouldn't say he complained, but he pointed out, clear dislike of my complaining. It's possible other people feel the same way and just never said anything. Very possible, in fact. But it is interesting because it's not like I made it up. I usually do get more views when I complain. I'd say, it feels like I get more views, but like I literally get more views if the topic is something diverse, not diverse. No, what's the word? It doesn't matter. But like if it's something, well, I'll give you another example. My videos have been getting maybe under 20 views on average, depending on the video. I post a video about Jagex raising membership prices. It immediately gets 90 views in 2 days. I don't feel like I went full complaining on membership prices. But still, just having a topic of interest, I guess. There's been a lot of people complaining about membership prices. I don't know that anybody complaining, like I've not heard that anybody that complains about it is planning to quit. So, you can complain all you want, but the only real changes you're going to make is speaking with your wallet. And I'll give you, actually, while we're on this subject, it's not a complaint, but I'm just speaking with your wallet. I got an ad on Facebook. Let me see if I can find it. Dragonwild. So Jagex' new game, Dragonwilds. It's still in beta, right? So it's not a complete game, but it's been out over a year, I think. And I've seen some things about it. Yeah, 1 year ago. So yeah, it's been out a year. Let me see if I can find it. Here. Yeah, right here. I got it. Right here. Dedicated servers adjusted pricing. They're always. It's funny. You'd think you'd proudly should tell you how much what the adjusted pricing means right on the front, but you have to scroll down for it. So look at this. This is Jagex' company. Okay. It's Dragonwilds. It's a Jagex game. Look at that. Old price, and it's different for servers. I don't fully understand because I don't play. Sorry, I have to scroll. So it's different based upon the amount of people that can play on your server. So, but the lowest one, which is really all you need unless you're playing with a bunch of people, it was $15 a month, which is the new price for RuneScape 3 and old school membership. The old price is the new price. They lowered Dragonwilds to $10 a month instead of $15. Now I can only imagine it's because, and I don't know the numbers. I guess I could load it Steam and look. I'll do that and I'll make another clip. But because I think it's on Steam. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'll look to see if it's on Steam or not. But I would imagine them lowering the cost. I don't think they looked at their game and go, I really don't think they looked at their game and go, wow, we don't think there's enough value for what we're charging. I don't think that is at all what they were thinking. I'm sure it had something to do with, wow, what can we do to get more people playing this game? We don't have enough people playing the game. That kind of thing. What can we do? We could lower the price, and also talk about the updates we've been doing, blah, blah, blah. So that's all I'm getting at is, with the price increase, I mean, they just posted a screenshot on Facebook that they had like 207,000, 206, 207, somewhere in there. A lot of people playing at the same time. And they're like, oh, look at League's release, And I honestly, because what is today, a Wednesday? I 100% believe and agree with Jagex that many people playing, especially that time of day, is due to the temporary game mode. Like 100%. But what the old school players, especially because they're the ones that complain the most, and not necessarily my friends. I haven't heard my friends group complaining about it, but I've seen like posts on Reddit, stuff like that. If you don't vote, if you don't vote with your wallet, it ain't gonna do nothing. You can say all you want. Oh man, membership price is going up. But if you personally, every single one of you that complains, including myself, if we don't go, I ain't paying that. Membership prices will just continue to raise, and go up. I'm sure they don't have any plans in. Well, I say this, but they raised price like it was just like 16 months ago is the last time they raised it, I think, or 14 months since the recent raise. So I say, oh, they have no plans to raise prices, and they probably don't like in this very moment. But I'm sure give another year and a half or whatever, if they think, if they need to make more money, they'll raise prices again. Anyways, I'm not, do whatever you want, but like, the amount of times I've complained about the membership price increase, or just things going up in general, not just membership. The point I'm making is, if you and myself, if we just keep buying stuff, like prices are just going to keep going up. They're not going to come down. What are these worth? Should I be picking them up? Nah. I mean, if I have inventory spots, but it's the same way I feel about. I'm sure you guys already know this, but PlayStation 5s, they've been out. I think somebody said 2020, so they're. I don't know if it was 2020 or not, but it's at least a 5-year-old console, And so it's been out at least 5 years. And instead of lowering the prices after 5 years, they're raising the prices by an extra $100. I already don't have one. I had no plans to get one. I didn't want to pay the $550. Or $450. I don't know. I don't know what the cost was. It was enough that I wasn't willing to pay it. And now with them, raising prices again, I'm definitely not going to pay it. So, but stuff like food, you don't really have a choice. I do typically buy the cheaper brands or wait for the brands I want to have sales. But I mean, long story short, Jagex can lower prices, as I showed with Dragonwilds. Like, they can, and they did. And so if enough people quit playing RuneScape, they'll take notice. Hopefully it won't be they just shut down the game, but but yeah, they'll take notice. I mean, I'm sure they'll lower prices. Some of the comments on that the video I just showed you, or the not video, but the post I showed you, was interesting because they're like, oh, I see. So you're taking money from RuneScape and giving to RuneScape Dragonwilds, or whatever it's called, RuneScape Wilds, or whatever the heck it is. I don't know. To me, I agree with the comments. People were defending Jagex. These are two different things. This is not the same. Yeah, it's different people working on it. Absolutely. Same with RuneScape 3 and Old School. Different people, but it is the same company. 100% it's the same company. And I don't know exactly how they run business, but it's all under one umbrella. How they choose to run their business is up to them. But it is like my money for RuneScape, my money for the Dragonwilds or whatever the game is, my money for RuneScape 3, Old School RuneScape, whatever it is. Like, I'm still paying the same company. I'm still paying Jagex. So, duh. It took me forever to get the recorder up, but I got 97 fire making. Also, I'm realizing with my leagues videos on Old School that, holy cow, it's painful to watch me try to process and think while I'm recording. It's honestly not that bad. It's just time consuming, right? Like, there's a 10-minute clip that could have been 2 minutes. Anyways, bye. Not a big deal, but you gotta talk to the Easter Bunny, or the bunny in charge of the egg hunt, before you can start hunting the golden eggs. This is the last day that you can do it, so by the time you see this, they've already been removed from the game for the year. But I decided to go ahead and do it for the caskets, take a little bit of break from fire making. Did my Herbie Werby. I still need to do penguins. I'm not going to just show you. I've got penguins to do. I've done the god statues that I can do. But yeah, still making progress slowly but surely. I've been playing leagues on Old School, so that's been my focus. Not that I've been playing a lot of that, but when I have time to play, I've been more heavily focused on leagues because it's temporary game mode. But I'm doing some AFKing on there. Figure I might as well get the golden eggs. Alright, the Easter eggs have been caught. Or done. Or whatever. We got them. Oh, this is nice. Good reward so far. Alright, I guess the first one was the best one. Bummer. Weirdly enough, this stuff doesn't go to the bank automatically like regular caskets do. So we do have to stop and bank, but that's alright. Definitely seems to be worth doing. I think if I understood things correctly, it sounded like the regular ones are even better. Because these are the free-to-play caskets. And so I think the actual members caskets were even better. So probably even more worth doing. But even the free-to-play ones are really good. And of course, because Jagex loves giving out free XP, we got some bonus XP I'm just gonna throw it in prayer. But there you have it.